Hello everyone, welcome back, and for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to my channel. And in this video I wanted to talk about one of my characters and why I had changed the look of this character and my updated version of her. So there are times when your art style change and your skill evolves over years, and you get to the point where you become inspired to produce an updated version of some of your old characters. So back when I was in college, I created this character named Bunny, and for her design, her hair was 2 Afro puffs. Then later I created another character from her series who had the same exact hairstyle. Then later I created this character named Robbie who had, you guessed it, 2 Afro puffs. Around the early 2000s, Afro puffs was like the go-to hairstyle for black girl characters. And not that I'm dissing Afro puffs on black girl characters, you'll see that Gilli's hair, although I changed it, is still Afro puffs. It's one of my favorite hairstyles to do, to the point where I was just using it a little too much. So I remember my teacher, Dana Gullo, the same teacher I shouted out in my video talking about art style. I learned a lot from her. She brought to my attention that a lot of my characters look alike during the time when I was in college. Taking heed to her advice, I tried my best to make sure I give my female characters their own unique individual look. So Robbie here was changed from top Afro puffs to lower Afro puffs, and now she's a cat. Another thing I like to do is recycle old characters I'm not using anymore. So a while back, I stopped working on a comic I created years ago, and in this series I had a character who I thought was really cool looking. She had more circular Afro puffs, she wore shades, and she even had like these gold earrings. She was a really interesting design, and I just wanted to see her in one of my series at least. Being as though I wasn't working on that series anymore, I felt like it was a loss of a really cool looking character that I created. So when I created Gilli, I was worried that people would get her mistaken with Bunny from my Children of the Slum series. So when I got inspired to update Gilli, I wanted to give her a different hairstyle. That's when I thought of my character from my old series and was like, that hairstyle will actually look cool on Gilli, because not only would it recycle a character that I liked from back in the day, it would give Gilli her own look, keep her with Afro puffs done differently, and add more of a space age look to her. In my opinion, I think it gives her more of a space age look with those rounded Afro puffs. So this is going to be her new look, and I really like the way it looks on her. I think it goes well with the suit. I was even able to make her skin darker because I made her hair even darker than what it was, than just like, you know, the brown hair, brown Afro puffs that I had her with originally. And yeah. So it wasn't about me making her hair straight or anything. Like, I have a whole bunch of characters with kinkier, more Afrocentric style hair, trust me. I just felt like this style in particular works better for Gilli. And straight hair is a style that black women do wear, just like kinkier hair is, and I think all of it is beautiful. So with that being said, I want to share a little bit about her series. So I'm still working on the title. Right now I'm just calling it Space Delivery, just so I'll be able to refer to the series and know what I'm talking about whenever I'm putting together notes or ideas and concepts and sketches and stuff like that. And basically it's like a UPS in space. So Gilli is like one of the top pilots in her company, and they usually call on Gilli to like handle like really tough jobs, like if she's to retrieve like some packages that got lost, or they don't know what happened to the packages, like could have been mysteriously apprehended or something like that, and she just goes and retrieves the packages, and she also makes deliveries sometimes. So with her doing that, it's not going to be just like a typical UPS series or whatever. She's actually going to be running into like a whole bunch of random adventures, like fighting against like space pirates, investigating new lands, meeting new aliens, all kinds of stuff. and you're gonna really see like her skills come into play with her ship. And the other thing too about Gilli is that what I really like about this character is that she has no combat skills. That weapon that's on her hip is not really a weapon, it's just a grappling hook for her being able to like grab packages. So you'll see how she modifies it over time and actually use it for like self-defense, and she also uses it as like a grappling hook type of thing that you will see on like Zelda. So and she's gonna meet new friends and stuff like that. You're gonna see new warriors that come to her aid and assist her and stuff like that, being as though she's not really a fighter. The fighting and action stuff is going to be showed off more with like the other supporting characters in her series. But like where you really see Gilli shine is when she is piloting her ship, and she's real witty too. She's like very clever. I wanted to give her like a Bugs Bunny style wittiness to her, where she's able to get out of certain situations and stuff like that. And she like saved the day based off of like, you know, her cleverness and being able to outsmart her enemies or figure situations out. The other thing I was working on for this series was an animation. I was going to do like a little short animation for it just to kind of like promote it and advertise it. I managed to animate some of the scenes. They're just like rough sketches. I even done a storyboard for it, and I plan to like jump back into it eventually. You know, I just left it for like a really long time and I started working on other things, but I plan to come back to it maybe after I'm done the old snap animation. So, you know, I'm not just going to hang this animation up permanently. I do plan to get back to it eventually. Maybe when I get close to like working on Gilli's actual first comic, I'll come back and flesh out the rest of this animation and polish it up and everything and make it into the new Gilli versus the old, because a lot of the animated sketches is based off of her old design. So, oh yeah, you also see like other characters that was in it too, like her boss or her dispatcher, and yeah, I even had like this little bird character that's going to be eventually become one of her partners later on in the series. She's going to be like a young cadet or something like that, that's like learning and getting experience and stuff like that, and she not really a pilot or anything. She like deals with other things like maybe the orders and stuff like that, or just making sure that they get to all of their rendezvous points that they have to get to, or the places they're supposed to drop the packages off at. So you know, I'm still trying to figure out what I want her role to be, but it's going to be like an assistant type of role. You know, like, hey, you can have a young buck with you on some of your assignments. Now, just taking a look at her ship design alone, I had put 3 different influences in there from my favorite ship designs. I had put in there the X-Wing from Star Wars, the R-Wing from Star Fox, as you can see in the colors, and the Valkyrie fighter from Macross, or what we know in the northern region as Robotech. So you're definitely going to see a lot of Macross influences in this series, because that was another one of my favorite series as a child coming up. I know about Robotech from the 80s. So I want to have fun with this series. This is like my space age series where I get to go in on like all my favorite space sci-fi stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek, Evangelion, Topotengen Gurren Lagann, and Star Fox. You know, all those things is just going to go into this one series, and I'm just going to have like a lot of fun with it. So, you know, let me know what you think about Gilli, her new look. Do you think that I should have changed her hairstyle? Did you like it better with the original look, or do you like the way it looks now? Do you see the whole space age look that I was going with or aiming for when I had changed her style and updated her? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I look forward to reading your thoughts. I will respond. So yeah, don't be shy. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like and subscribe button. You can also check out some of my other videos. Feel free to leave a comment or suggestions for future videos you would like to see me do. Thank you for watching, and God bless.